This video is a significant step in my journey of everything coming from being in a pinch and at rock bottom towards, you know, thriving. So stay to the end to see what the takeaway is for you. I just left another interview for another job. More pay, a little weirder. It's like a pest control type of job. Now, the job seems fine. The guys are cool. Seems pretty laid back, very physical versus mental, which is really nice, kind of something I'm looking for. I'm a little sick of using my brain all day. I'd rather just drift off for a while. However, there's a couple things downside with it. When I was going through the thing is, one, it's seasonal, which in one way could be really good because I would be done and then I could be like, okay, have a deadline, like get your shit back together by the time you get to, say, the fall or winter. And that's actually really nice. Like it's like a summer thing, and then I'm only working for other people for this period of time, and I can just kind of focus on that. The other thing, though, is that I have to shave my beard off. So, shaving to the side. Now, there's a lot went through my head. It kind of took me back when he was saying that, because I really didn't, I've never had that come up to me. Never thought about it. Now, how important is the beard? That was a weird question that I thought to myself. Should I shave off my beard for an hourly rate to work for somebody else, being told what I have to do? But it's not that it's an image thing, it's a respirator thing. And that's valid. It's completely valid. That's why you can have a mustache and a little bit of a goatee. But other than that, it doesn't work. So it's weird. It threw me off thinking about, do I care about my beard that much? Now, trimming the beard a lot is what I want to do, but my girlfriend loves it long, and right now, as I have a little bit of extra weight on my body, like fat, I think it's better. If you're a little fat, longer beard always helps, especially if it covers the neck, which is kind of what I'm doing right now. It makes me look taller and slimmer. So when that came up, I was just like, whoa, I don't know. And it was the first question. He's like, okay, a few questions. Are you willing to shave your beard? He's like, but he's like, you got a full one. It's great. But so that was a fascinating little thing that happened. And honestly, it sounds weird. I'm kind of like, nah, I don't want to shave the beard. The beard makes me money too, on occasion, if I do push it. I literally just got like a few $100s, like $400 for a sponsorship for that Brio buzzer, which that was legit. Like people reach out to me all the time for sponsorships, and I just say no to all of them unless I'm like, no, I kind of want to try that. I want to do that. And the Brio one actually is, it's a good one. Like when you see me doing more sponsorships, which I will be, I am not going to bullshit with you guys ever. Like, I will say straight up, or I'll take the product, and if I don't like it, I'll say something like, here, you can have this back. I don't have anything positive to say. I'm not going to do the deal. Just because I feel like there's not an authenticity. I'm authentic. I don't care about that. It's more of like a trust thing, a reputation. My personal brand matters on what I tie myself to. And that particular buzzer, I do stand by, and I will tie myself to it so people think, hey, did he like this? I'm like, yeah. So when I recommend something else, whether it's a backpack or something, it's still like, oh no, he was right about this and that. So I really want to believe in myself, or I want you to believe in me, and I want to believe in myself as well, in that sense of like full on whatever. I don't know what I'm saying, but there's an idea there of that personal brand of reputation and stuff like that. So back to the beard thing, talking it through a little bit here. Will I take the job and shave off my beard? No. I don't think so. There's plenty of jobs that don't require that. Although that one would be cool. I don't think I'll do it. There's too many benefits, to be honest, about having a beard. That it's a life-changing thing. If you can have a beard and grow it long, say you have a patchy beard and you grow it long, it will fill in the patches. If you have a sparse beard that doesn't grow long, but you can trim it up and keep it nice and clean, it's all of those reasons are going to change your life. I swear to it. It's a cheat code. It's like being in excellent shape. It's going to change your whole entire life. Now, a lot of people have beards these days. Doesn't mean that it has as much power as it did 10 years ago. But it does change how people treat you. And it changes how babies treat you. Babies like beards, like statistically. Women like beards, statistically. Usually shorter beards. So if you're looking for being more attractive, then women tend to like shorter beards. Men respect men with beards more. Overall, it's a win. I don't remember the place that I know there's a couple little things that like shaven works better, like corporate CEO type of things, like that, presidents, stuff like that. There's a few, but overall, beards will change your life for the better. And to shave it off for a few bucks an hour, it's not like it's not my own business that I would be making a lot for. So I'm outside another job interview, and this one I'm actually kind of like crossed my fingers for, which feels weird trying to get a job. But this one really suits my life in so many ways. Like, it's a toll collector, and it's great. It's a state job. It will get great benefits if the hours, whatever, but I'm actually just signing up for a few hours. This in conjunction with the other part-time, I think I'll probably just choose this one and then grow this one. The best part is the hours and being able to work at the same time. I can consume podcasts and do all this stuff. It's a little bit more suiting because every week it changes, which is similar to my life. I can say, hey, I don't want to work as much this week, and then you don't. If you want to work more next week, then you do. It's really, really supreme for my way that I want everything to go. So I'm outside, I'm waiting, I'm very excited. Excited in the proper sense. Like, not excited like happy, like I'm excited it's my birthday. Like, I'm like, ooh, wow. And it's just got me thinking, it's so strange when there's other people have power over what you're doing. Like, will they accept me? It's a strange feeling. So far, the interviews, since it's a state, you go through a few interviews, a bunch of hoops. It's been a while. I've been working on this particular job. I don't know, maybe a couple weeks now. And I'm not really sure. I'm like kind of superstitious, so I don't say certain things right now. But I will say that after this interview, I would like to kind of celebrate my efforts with, I haven't eaten anything other than an English muffin this morning. I want to celebrate with some wings. And I still love wings, and I know they're overpriced. I know that. But I did just sell something this morning that'll pay for it easily. So that's gonna be good. It'll be like a zero. It'll be like a free meal if you use girl math. But the protein of wings is pretty decent. It's not carb heavy, it's fat heavy. But the idea when I say something like that is be thinking about those things. Like, don't be whimsically eating. It may not be the healthiest thing, but at least you're paying attention. Like, I don't need everything right now to be healthy. I need myself to be considering if it is or not. And then the next step, once that becomes normal, is logging everything. I'm still logging things, but not every single meal, not every single tablespoon of jam, whatever. I'm just kind of like, here's some whatever. And then next I get serious. Because for me, I want it to be sustainable. And if I don't do level 1 and just make that super easy, then get to level 2 and that easy, just like building up strength, building up my mindset again, just like my mindset was before. Like, I used to be able to bench press more. My mindset was better before. And then I didn't do it. I didn't practice it. So it went down. I got weaker, mentally weaker. So I'm going back to that mental strength. And the way I do that is through paying attention. And, what is the word when you escalate the progress just a little bit, and make it seem so easy. And that's how, in my opinion, the hard stuff does seem easy, is because it kind of can be. If you're playing the long game, if you're like, I'm just going to be the kind of person who's always just getting a little bit better, that 1% better, this one, so on here. So, for example, my successes currently with fitness, I am working out almost every single day, and sometimes I go back for a run at night. I'm losing some weight. That's my diet fix, but I'm gaining muscle. I'm gaining my strength back. I can see my arms getting bigger. Like, they fill in the sleeves like crazy now. And, I'm even more careful. Like, I was getting some injuries, and now I'm like, oh, I got to watch that. And this is like one thing, and then just 1% better. My friend Mitch talks about that lately. Looking forward to progression and make those progressions work for me. So this is another one. Not every progression has to be final and forever for me. It's just what happens next, what direction. And this is one of the key things, is as I move forward, knowing where the goal is really important. And I've talked about this example before, but when people fly rockets, when you shoot a rocket out into space, it's only on its trajectory about like 1 or 2% of the time. The rest of the time, that rocket is readjusting, going back, forth, up, down, left, right, just adjusting. And then it's just only gliding for just a very small percent. And that's how, if you do have a good goal, that's what it should look like. It's just constant adjustment. And yeah, it's tiresome. That's why little adjustments are easier than making big turns and feeling like you're not getting anywhere. It's like easier just to go a little bit. So that's my general theory in life. Like, I have come so far in the past 20 years, even when it looks like I've failed or I've started over. I believe I have come further than most people, mentally, physically, successfully, financially, all of it. And it's incredible when I look back, even if I have to rebuild. I've rebuilt twice or 3 times maybe. And here I am again with a new rebuild. But I feel like this one is more like I wanted to tear down what I built to build something what I'm hoping to be as bigger. So tear down that shed in the background, level the ground, dig a new foundation. I want a basement in that shed. It is going to take longer. Do I have to sleep in a tent while I'm building this? Sure. Like, that's kind of where I'm looking at it. The job interview went well, and I feel like it's pretty much a done deal. I'm moving on to another interview. I guess this is how state stuff works, where it's just a lot of hoops. You just take your time. But, that's how everything works. Like, I think of fitness, like, you don't get a six-pack overnight. It takes time. You have to have faith in it. You have to believe in it and believe in yourself and just keep pushing forward. And, making sure you cross all your T's and dot your I's, and, just go at the turtle pace instead of trying to race through it. I love the turtle in the hair thing so much. So that's really worked out for me. I'm really happy. And now I'm having some Buffalo Wild Wings, and we have a mango habanero. And I'm going to enjoy these right now. I'm going to see if I like this. I'd like it a little hotter, but I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to zone out. There's screens everywhere, so I'm getting my stimulus. I just reported to my girlfriend, my brother, my mom. I told my dad about the progress. And then I'm really excited to see how this goes and what the schedule will be like. Then I can start booking the bigger paying jobs in between and seeing how that works out. I have this trick on how to eat flats. I don't really love flats. Everybody loves flats. But a lot of people didn't. I didn't know this before. Somebody taught me this somewhere. But you have the two bones. If you just twist, they start to come apart. And after you twist it, then you can get the two. And then you get a perfect little dip thing. And then you get it. You get the whole thing. Great little trick. Somebody taught me. A lot of people know, but I didn't at some point. Maybe I just taught you that. So. 17 bucks plus tip for 10 wings. It's not crazy these days, but it's crazy in general from what I remember. Yeah, it's wow. It's crazy how times have changed, but that's what this is. It's a treat. I don't do this that often, so. I just drove by its Tender Crop Farm and it's a super foggy day. It just looks so cool. The farm with the fog, it's this low fog, and just fog is just generally, in my opinion, just beautiful. It's really cool and eerie. Makes me think of Sleepy Hollow type of deal. So let me show you that. It's pretty freaking cool. I got the job. I am now a toll collector. I have orientation tomorrow, and that's going to be interesting. Very early in the morning, but I'm getting used to this. I think that it'll be pretty radical. Radical. I don't know why I said that, but it's going to be pretty cool that this is the new direction. Now, one of the reasons that I didn't really talk about this is because I believe that when you speak about things that you really are going for, it kind of jinxes it. I know this sounds crazy. People who talk about manifestation. I'm like, if I manifested it, I manifested it in my own head, but never how I spoke about it. And in fact, I only mentioned it to my brother, my dad, my family, and my girlfriend. And, you know, I just think that talking about it, there's certain things that, like, if I did, it would jinx it. Same, like, I remember when I was, like, younger, if I talked about a girl I liked, I thought that that would just ruin the chances. Like, that would just be it. Like, it's got to be inside your head. Don't talk about women either before or after. So same with this job, and that's why I didn't really want to talk about it, and I got it, and that is that. And one of the important things about this job that I really wanted is when it's slow, you can do whatever you want. Like, I mean, you can clean, they have TV in there, but I'll be able to edit the YouTube videos. I'll be able to do things that I'm already doing. I'll be able to learn, go courses, and just generally having that social, even if it's like minuscule, like being able to be nice to people, like really nice to people and help them out, you know, give them that little, you know, hit during the drive is really just aligned with me. I think that's going to be so amazing. But like I was saying just a second ago, like I can do stuff if it's slow, and there will be times that it will be slow, and I'll be doing overnights sometimes, you know, and I think those overnights are going to prove very advantageous towards the future of my life and what I might do, whether it's learning a new skill, catching up on online work, things like that, writing, reading, all of these things might as well be getting paid to do that. But it's not paid to do it, but being paid and being able to do that at the same time. Of course, I mean, I'm not a scumbag. The whole point is being a good person is still the thread that I believe, you know, always. I'm not doing this to be able to, yeah, whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I'm pumped. I have a little high, and I think that this is going to be really cool. So let's talk a little bit about getting a job, 9 to 5, quitting the rat race of entrepreneur and all that stuff. Well, first of all, I'm not quitting. I'm not stopping anything. I'm still going to be striving for more. I'm still have high income skills, but the job isn't here right now. Whatever future job or the jobs that I currently have been paid for have thinned out. So what do you do when that happens? You clamp down. You figure out new ways of income, whether you sell some things, you get a 9 to 5. If you're trying to lose weight, you start clamping down. You're like, no, I'm not going to eat as much. I'm not going to eat that garbage. You just start taking actions towards the goal that you want. You want to, if you're trying to pinch pennies, when you're trying to save money, for example, you start getting rid of buying soda or going out. You just start taking action. It doesn't mean that you're going to do that forever. It just means that you're going to start doing that right now. So when I'm thinking of my career and the timeline, how everything is going forward, right now I'm thinking, I need to take action right now. I need that income. I need to make this career change, the shift moving forward right now. So these steps, they're not forever steps. I'm like trying to save money just because you're stopping eating out right now because it's ridiculously expensive. It doesn't mean that you're not going to do that again. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to get rid of one of these jobs or not have the career or high paying skills or online things. I just have to do something. I just need to get the ball in motion to move forward with all of that. So how am I going to do this? Well, the key thing to think about, if you're in the position of whether you have a regular paying job, you have a regular job, you want to make more money, you want to get out of this, you want to be your own boss, blah, blah, blah. If you want all that good stuff and basically just end up with more money and more freedom, well, you have to learn a high income skill. It's very simple. It's not, I want to follow this dream, I want to do this thing and it pays well. Think of the jobs that are out there that pay well and what are the skills that you need to know that pay somebody to do that. People pay big money to solve big problems. Especially the people with the big money don't want to do the job themselves. They're too busy to do it. They just want to offload it and have somebody else deal with it, get rid of the problem. That is the key to making more money. So for me, that's what I plan on doing. I'm not sure what that skill and marriage of the other skills I have that I will be doing. I'm sure it will be online. I'm pretty certain it's going to be in the brand strategy thing. However, I am leaning towards local. I am trying to do this offline because I've had some bitter experiences with my last business that has turned me off with the spamminess of the internet. And I'm just turned off by everybody's whole make 10,000 a month, blah, 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 bull crap that they're telling everybody they can do. It's mostly a lie for most people. And these people that are promoting it, for the most part, are, little 16-year-olds from wherever, just saying that they can help you. And I'm just tired of it. So I don't want to be in that pool. I think it's kind of slimy feeling at this point when I think of that stuff. Now, the way that I would do it is with the cohort, the thing that I was building. And I still think that wait list is open. I'm going to remain a small private group for that in the future. But this journey I really want to prove that to you. I don't want to take money from somebody who's questioning it. I think it's really important to be like, see how freaking powerful this is? Look at this. Look at these numbers. Look at everything. I am big into show and tell lately. And that's the idea. You get the skill. Build it like I'm building it, but I'm also learning other ones that will go with it. I think that if you're not thinking very realistically, and you can be delusional with your realistic views, if you're not thinking that way, being like, well, it's not this dream, I'm going to sell stuff online, blah, blah, blah. It's more like, No, well, what problem are you solving? What high income skill have you learned? Are you learning? Are you building? And then do that thing. That's the key thing. Do the frickin' thing before you sell it. Do it for free. Do it like just as a bonus to somebody. If you're already selling something, do it. And then you sell it or get hired for it, whatever. So if you find yourself or have found yourself in a position where you're not making as much money as you'd like, let this be an example to you. Keep an eye on me. Watch what I'm doing. I'm going to show you how to make more money. Or if I don't, show you what not to do. And the key here is to be okay with where you're at. Make sure that you're doing as much as you can right now in anticipation and have like that target be on the path to success, not just think that it's gonna be successful immediately and you're doing everything for success. Do success today and work towards the next one that's a long-term goal as you're doing that. You should be winning twofold, now and for later.